ओ ये चला ही नहीं था। इतना डिस्टेंस रखते हुए अब थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ। On Instagram, I asked whether people would be interested in knowing how recycling is done here in the UK, and most of them responded yes, they were interested, except for one troller, which was my sister, who said she does not want to know the recycling. So in a series of videos, I would be first discussing how recycling is done here in the UK, and then further on how it is a little less advanced of what I experienced in Germany. And of course I would be looking for feedback from you people and suggestions so that I can further on these series. And do stay tuned till the end of the video, because there's a very special person who has agreed to shoot for me, and he would be featured in the last few seconds of my video. If you like this video, please share it and like it, and give me a feedback of what you thought of this series. Thank you. I have collected a lot of waste from my house, all over the house, and I've put it here so that you can understand better what goes into what kind of waste bins. So in the UK we are provided with 3 different kinds of waste bins from the City Council. So you have the blue lid, the brown lid and the green lidded bins, and I would be actually using these paint tubes to depict each kind of a bin. So this is the blue lidded bin, which is essentially the recycling bin. That is, anything that is put into this bin would get recycled by the City Council. The next is the garden waste bin, which is indicated by the brown lidded bin, and after that we have the green lidded bin, which is the rubbish bin. Essentially something that cannot get recycled goes into this bin. So I'll be picking one item from this chair of garbage, and I will be placing it into different sections according to what goes where. So this milk carton is made of plastic, and you don't have instructions written exactly on it, but each city has its own instructions for recycling of plastics. My city does recycle this kind of plastic, and therefore it goes into the blue lidded recyclable bin waste. So this is a cardboard used for keeping eggs. Of course there are no eggs right now in there, and this is recyclable, and therefore it again goes into the blue lidded bin. Other kinds of paper waste materials, such as newspapers or your advertisements which come in the mail, your bills, whatever, they again get recycled easily here. Now the next kind of material is, maybe we'll take this. So I'm not really sure about whether this gets recycled or not, and this is also not mentioned on the packaging, so it's not recycled in my city, so I would put it in the rubbish bin. Okay. Next we have this plastic bag. This is one of the biggest contaminants, I guess, right now, and it's such an annoying contaminant. You actually find these bags also lying around here in the UK at some places which are not very well maintained, and this is unfortunately not still recycled, and therefore it goes into the rubbish bin. Next we have this piece of styrofoam. This is a packaging material. This is also not recycled, and again goes into the green lidded bin. Now this is an interesting case of recycling, because this has multiple components to it. So I haven't still eaten the oats inside it, but just for the sake of this video I'll be breaking down this carton into whatever components it has. So first it has this plastic lid. So in my city this plastic lid is recycled, so it will go into the recycling bin. Next is the foil which comes on top. So this kind of foil is not recycled yet, so this goes into the rubbish bin. Of course this will go into my stomach, and I don't need to really bother about it. And the plastic inside is again recycled, and there is again a label on top. So in case the city is not recycling such kind of plastics, they will have to actually remove this label, the paper label, put it into the recycling bin, and take the pot, if it is not recycled, and put it into the rubbish bin. But thankfully in Coventry both are recycled, so I can easily put the entire pot here. So next we have this kind of a material. So this is glass. Oh, I almost dropped it. This is glass with a label made of paper and a plastic top. So this one has instructions written on it. So the jar is widely recycled, and the lid I have to check locally, and yes, locally it is recycled. So after rinsing this a bit, because it's suggested to rinse your food cartons or bottles before putting it into the recycling bin, so it's a good practice to do. So I'll be putting the entire bottle into the recycling bin. So next comes this kind of a bottle, which is a cold drink bottle, and this again is recycled in my city, and in some cities it might not be recycled, although it's written widely recycled, so I guess it should be recycled in all cities. Then comes this kind of an aluminium can. Again, here it's written that it's widely recycled, so you can put it into the recycling bin. Next we have this kind of a Tetra Pak. So this Tetra Pak has the Tetra Pak carton and a straw with plastic on it, and the instructions are again given on this. The carton is widely recycled, but the straw and the plastic covering it is not currently recycled. So again, after drinking it, this goes here, and this would go into the rubbish bin, which is essentially something that is not recyclable. So this is another category of waste that we have, that is the food waste. So this has gone a little bad because my husband decided to keep it outside after using it. So we are provided with the food waste caddy from the city council. This is a very convenient box to open and pop in your food waste. It's not necessary to line your caddy, but to keep it clean, you can line it. And this is a biodegradable bag, I would say, which is used for lining such kinds of food caddies. So you can put this waste into the recyclable waste. The rest of the trash, which is the rubbish bin trash, actually goes into such kind of bags which are not recyclable again. Next is this kind of waste, the electrical waste or the battery waste. So this cannot go in any of the given waste bins, but they are actually collected at special centers, or there are certain collection boxes kept in supermarkets where you can dispose them off. So these do not go in any of the household bins provided, but they have to be put in that special box. Garden waste bin, first of all, is not provided to all. It's provided mostly to houses which have a garden with them. So essentially your plant waste goes into it. You can also put in your food caddy waste into it, because this also gets recycled. So this is where we stack all our bins, and now he's taking this bin to the roadside, and he's very happy to be featured in this video.